we're in the middle of a podcast, and out of nowhere he goes, "Oh, while I got you," because fucking the only time he can get to me, obviously, is during that 1 hour. Can you help me move a couch? And I said, sure. And I left it in the podcast because I was like, what a fucking weird guy. Like, why would you fucking ask
well,
that
said,
right now?
I want to get you on record.
Yeah.
I want to get you on record as you're going to help me move this couch.
I edit the thing. Like, if I could just cut it out, and that record would disappear. So I said, sure. And then, I think it was like a couple weeks later, he's getting a new carpet, he's getting new couches, he's getting new this and that.
The Flanagans.
The catbird seat.
Yeah, the Flanagans.
So he says, on another podcast, he says, I gotta move a love seat too. It's a slow build. All this shit, right? So I say, sure, I'll help you move the love seat. So that's also on the podcast. So the day comes, and he's like, oh, we gotta get it out of here, all that shit's coming tomorrow. So, I go over, and his doors, it's a second floor, it's a fucking huge couch that looks like it's built, it looked like the fucking bus that we tried to take care of. It's really long, there's puke on it, there's crumbs in it, there's about fucking $450 in change that falls out when we pick it up. But it's fucking super heavy, right? And the door, it can't even accommodate me, let alone the fucking couch. The doorway is really narrow. So he's like, how are we going to do this? And I was looking at it, and I said, well, I don't think we're going to be able to like lift it up and over. So, maybe we can take it apart. I said, do you have any tools? What do you think? What do you mean?
asked for a saw.
I didn't. Okay, wait.
Sawzall.
Yeah. You see what I mean, man? He's been introduced to the tool. He saw me using the tool. But actually, first, I'm sorry, I said, do you have a screwdriver and a hammer because I wanted to take the door off.
We had that.
You told me you didn't, though.
We had it, though. We came up with it.
Bullshit. He's saying this because he doesn't want to look like a complete asshole in front of you guys, that a fucking homeowner doesn't even have a screwdriver in the house. So he drives me because I take
Wait. Because I haven't heard the story yet. You haven't, specifically hasn't told me this story for the pod. Mm-hmm. Is this where the neighbor comes in? Who's his best friend?
The neighbor event, yes. His best friend, the fucking neighbor. Mm-hmm. It plays into this.
Okay.
So, it was raining really hard that day, and I'd ridden my motorcycle over to the store, and I couldn't ride it back. So he drove me to his house, and now I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, because this is important. He doesn't have any tools. He goes, can't we just kick it apart? And he's serious. He's fucking dead serious. It's a super heavy couch, like I had flipped it over. It has this big steel frame with all these fucking wires running all over the place to like the recliner part. And I said, I don't think so, dude. I don't think we're going to be able to do that.
You wouldn't even try, though.
No, I wasn't going to try. I thought that had less of a chance than us actually lifting it through the doorway. We found out later that it was actually assembled in that room. So we jump in the car, we go back to Highlands. He lives like 10 minutes from me. And I get a screwdriver, I get a hammer, I get a Zozo? I get a Sawzall to cut it apart. And
that's what I said it was.
That shit's on record. That is not what you said it was. So I grab all this shit, and I drive back to the house, and we have to cut it apart. Like, I cut through this steel framing and shit. We cut the thing apart, bring the couch downstairs, cut the love seat apart, bring that downstairs, and I'm ready to go.
You're not going to tell them how, like, you look like you had just jumped in the pool after you cut it apart?
Oh my God. I was so fucking sweaty, and, like the blade was catching on my arms going like this and shit. And I'm the man in this situation, so don't laugh too fucking hard. But truly, I was wetter than if I had just been out in the rainstorm. It was sweaty fucking work. So I think we're done, and he goes, oh, yeah, we have to move this computer desk. And he's gonna now I know he's gonna drop little things on me one at a time. So we fucking break the computer desk.
We kicked that apart.
No, I know we did not. I took the hammer and hammered it apart.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't kick shit apart. you just didn't. You just didn't. And then it's a cabinet. We got to move this cabinet into the next room. And then he has this fucking oblong box. It's like probably about as long as this table, but like half as wide. And he goes, "This is heavy. Can you help me get it? Can you help me carry this? I want to put it in my bedroom." And I'm like, all right. So it's one of those things that like, this is the move. When you think something's going to be heavy and it's not, you're like, oh. Like it's really light. And I'm just like, he's a pussy. Like he's a fucking pussy.
It was as long as the table. How could I possibly lift that going down the stairs, though?
You and your wife. Your wife could have lifted that. That's all I'm saying. Look,
all right.
We finally get all the fucking shit moved, and I bring it up to him, and I'm bringing it up to you good people. Why didn't you ask your fucking neighbor if he's such a great friend? My argument is, this is definitive evidence he's not this guy's friend. His only fucking friends are me, this guy, and Kev.
That's probably true.